everyone, my name is Desola. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel, welcome to Daisy's Wardrobe. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're an existing subscriber, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you've seen my videos before and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And put on notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer based here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I've been in business for 10 years. So here on my channel, I talk about being a fashion designer, running a ready-to-wear business, a ready-to-wear clothing line, all things business, all things fashion, and sometimes I talk about my life. So in today's video, I'll be talking about what I would do if I was starting my business all over again from the beginning. So like I said, I've been in business for 10 years. I've run my business for 10 years. And in the last 10 years, I have learned a lot about business, and most of it I have learned on the job through my experiences. When I started my business, I didn't have any background knowledge of business. All I had was my experience from my corporate job being in the bank, and that kind of like helps me a little bit. But there were times I made a lot of mistakes, and I learned from those mistakes. And if I were to start again, I will share with you today some of the things that I would do differently if I were to start a business today. So first of all, I will talk about pricing. So when I first started my business, price was the only competitive advantage I had. Well, I believed it was the only competitive advantage I had. And the same goes for a lot of businesses who are just starting out in one way or the other. You tend to lean towards pricing because you feel that you don't have any advantage over other businesses in terms of competition. You don't have the experience, you don't have the number of years, you don't have the social proof. So most people tend to use price as their competitive advantage, and so they say, if you buy from me, I will give you the best quality, I'll give you the best service, I'll give you the best value when it comes to whatever it is that I'm doing at a very low price. And yes, sometimes customers come, people will come, and in my experience, when I first started, I didn't know anything about running a business. I didn't know anything about being a fashion designer. It was fresh waters for me. So I was selling things at giveaway prices so that I would attract these customers. And yes, they came and they were very happy. And when they were happy and telling me how good and how this, I was happy myself. I said, oh, thank you so much. Oh, yes, you're all here. My customers are here. But the thing is that, oh boy, I really suffered financially at some point. I really did suffer, because it comes to a time where you want to scale up your business, especially if you started very small. If your margin is very low, where are you scaling to? How are you going to get money to scale this business up? How are you going to get the money to hire very good hands that would help you with the business? Because bearing in mind, you can't do everything by yourself. How are you going to, get the money to reinvest into the business and also to reinvest into your customers so that they can also come back and they can continue to enjoy your product or the service that you are offering them? The painful part for me was that When I now decided to increase my price, a lot of customers were angry. They were like, why are you increasing your price? I'm not going to come back again. And then I'll be like, okay, let's leave it like that. I don't want you to go. Let's leave it like that. And then we would leave it like that. And then they will continue buying from me. But they would go somewhere else and spend 3, 4, 5 times what they spent with me. And the other businesses are growing. And me, I'm just here stagnant. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that. And so one day I said, enough is enough. I'm going to increase my prices. And I increased my prices. And trust me, I lost a lot of customers. A whole lot of customers. But, well, I thank God I'm still here. It was tough, but I'm still here. Even this year, I had a customer then 10 years ago. She was one of the people in the early days who used to patronize me. This woman, it's not as if this woman doesn't even have the money to buy from me. She has money. This lady has money. My shop 10 years ago cannot be compared to where I am today. And I haven't seen her in so many years, in about 3 years or so. And the thing is, every single time she comes to my business, she treats me the way she treated my business 10 years ago. And this year, I put a stop to it. I put a full stop to it. And I said to myself, I don't care in fact, I want to lose you as a customer. I want to lose you as a customer because you ain't worth it. To me, you're not worth it. So if you're starting a business and you think that, offering your customers very, very low prices is going to keep them coming and they will stick with you. Number one, you'll be the one that will suffer. Number two, you won't be able to do certain things for your business. You won't be able to reinvest into your business and make the business grow the way it should. And that's where, confidence comes in. Confidence is something that, from my experience, especially when you're starting a new business, it's a journey. It's not something that you just acquire overnight or you're born with. There are some people that are born with it, but not everybody is. And even if you're born with natural confidence, when it comes to your skills, it's something that you build over time. As you continue to improve on your work, or even if you're even already good, there's this thing at the back of your head, at the back of your mind that sabotages you and tells you, oh, you're not good enough and all that. And so that's where the psychology of a business owner comes in. That's where you need to improve yourself. You need to invest in your own personal development, mentally, physically, to increase your confidence as a business owner, and then know your worth, know your value. Because when you know your worth and you know your value, you'll be able to know the value and the worth of what it is you're offering as a product, as a service, whatever it is. So when price is your competitive advantage, you will never have loyal customers. Take it from me. I am living proof. The moment you increase your price, they are gone. When we are charging small prices, small money, they're there with you and rocking with you. But the moment you increase your price, bye, they're going. So the best thing is that if I were starting my business today, I will set a price that I feel is comfortable for me as a business owner. Not too low, not too high. If it's too high, you're on your own. Nobody will buy from you. Not too low, not too high, so that the business doesn't die an early death. So, like I said, your business is only as strong as how far you have taken your personal development. If you don't invest in personal development for yourself, your mind, your body, you cannot be strong for your business. And when you're not strong for your business, that's when you start experiencing things like doubts in your work, doubts in yourself, in your skills, thinking you're not good enough, thinking whatever it is you're offering is not good enough. And once those kind of things bombard your mind, you find yourself doing things that don't really make sense. For example, you start over delivering for very, very small amount of money. You go out of your way, you would, you would do different things because you feel you're not good enough. So you have to over deliver to compensate for whatever amount of money they're giving you. And meanwhile, the money they're giving you or the money they're paying you is not worth the over effort that you have done. Even is that English? Over effort. I don't know, whatever it is, please, you understand. And so in return, that will cause you a lot of inefficiencies in your business, and most of the time you burn out because you're just working and working and working and working, and you're not getting the kind of returns that you should be getting. And also, if you don't address your mindset, if you don't invest in your mind, developing yourself mentally, is going to rub off on whoever is working with you or working for you. And in return, it will affect your customers and affect the business as a whole. Another important thing that I would do if I were starting my business all over again is that I would learn to delegate. Learning to delegate and also being able to work in a team while delegating. That was my weakness for many years. Many years. Because like I said in my previous videos, hiring in Nigeria can be a nightmare. Is in fact, I don't even want to talk about it right now because not even for this video. So because of that affected me in ways or in terms of delegating. I never knew how to delegate because I always felt they weren't going to do it well because I'm a perfectionist. I want things to be a certain way, look a certain way, go a certain way, this, that, and I wasn't willing to delegate to anybody, and I was just doing everything myself, doing until I crashed and burnt out. So if I was starting a business again, I would take my time, hire the right team. I will not be in a hurry to hire the right kind of people to work with me. People that I can delegate to properly. There are so many other things that I would love to do if I was starting a business today. But for me, these are one of the most important ones that I would do first off if I was starting my business today. If I try to talk about everything, this video will not finish today. It will be too long. But yes, my video for today is done. So if you enjoyed my video today, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.